It's a little bit slow. There we go. We're live on Facebook, YouTube. We will then go live on Instagram. We are live on Instagram. Good morning if you're joining on Instagram. And we're live on Zoom as well. I haven't got a lot of room here today because I'm in a small hotel. So I thought what would be a good idea is to do some self-massage. And also do some upper body, neck and shoulders work as well. So we're going to start off with the neck and shoulder. Something very odd has just happened on Instagram. The camera has turned around and it hasn't gone to a long camera. So that has never happened before, but hopefully you can still see okay if you are watching on Instagram. It's gone even smaller. Oh, there it's come back. It's doing really weird things. So welcome. We're focusing on, I thought, mindful movement. Just take a little bit of time to do some very gentle movements just to bring a little bit of awareness, body awareness, and just to ease the shoulders up a little bit, ease the neck up a little bit. I was on a train for quite a long time yesterday. Really noticed that tension building in the neck and in the spine, even if you're moving up and down as well. So we're going to start off sitting, and then we will come up to standing. And we're just going to do a very gentle movement, stretch, if you like, through the neck. Now, if you have any issues with your neck, if there's any pain in the neck, excuse me, then do not do this exercise, or do it very, very gently. The whole point of saying mindful movement is that we're just not hoiking the body into certain positions. So you find your crown of your head, you take your hand about 2 inches above the crown of your head, and by doing that, you lengthen the spine up. So we're going to reach up into the hand. So you have a nice long spine, and then you can rest the hand on the crown of the head, and we're just going to take that ear to shoulder. Now, we don't want to be pulling our head in this position. You just want to gently guide your ear towards the shoulder so that you just engage, you feel that little bit of tension in a good way through that muscle there in the side of the neck. And we keep breathing, so we're just breathing into that. It's all about encouraging muscles and fascia and ligaments and tendons to lengthen rather than thinking of pulling and stretching. The minute we stretch too much or pull too hard, the body responds by contracting and tightening. Do you want to ease that muscle? Breathing gently, gently, gently. In and out through the nose. And then I'm just going to tilt the camera down slightly so you can see. You're going to take the opposite hip, and that's not your hip. Get my brain in gear this morning. Rib, take your opposite rib and gently slide that across as well. And then just breathing easy. And then with your eyes, you're going to look in the opposite direction. So we're not turning the head, we're just glancing up and across to the side with the eyes. So we get that nice movement, stretching, encouraging that fascia and muscles and ligaments and tendons around the eyes. And breathing. And then just holding that position, not the breath, just holding that position for a few more moments. And And then very slowly lengthening up the spine. And just sit for a moment, tall spine. And then we'll go the other side. So 2 inches above. So that encourages you to lengthen the spine. Resting then, hand on the crown, ear to shoulder. You might feel one side is a little bit easier or one side is a little bit tighter. Again, just to that point where you get that engagement. We're not trying to force anything here. And then when you're comfortable there, we take the opposite rib, slide that across. Breathing. And then eyes up and to the side. Breathing into it for a few more moments. And then slowly bring the head back on top of the spine to balance. Sit tall. Have a little shake out if you need a little bit of a shake out. And we're going to add into it. I know today we're focusing more on movement than breath, but obviously there's a combination of the two. But we're just going to add into that movement through the neck and the shoulders. A very gentle pause of the breath. Now, with this, you go to your comfortable pause. Do not think of this as holding the breath. Do not push this. Do not force it. I say that all of the time. Do not strain. And if you're pregnant, don't do this. Do not do any breath holds, even if it's a gentle pause. If you've got any blood pressure issues, just be aware, just be careful. If you've got any cardiovascular issues, just be aware and careful, but it shouldn't feel challenging. I'm going to explain it first and then we'll do it. You literally take a breath in, take a breath out. We're just going to block the nose and you lengthen the back of the neck and then you bring your head back up to balance. So it's a little bit like, I'm just going to duck my head in the swimming pool, just nice and slowly. And then you come back up. The idea is I'm not just bending forwards like this and rounding my back. I know we do that when we're doing some exercises, but you keep the spine long, long spine, and then you're just lengthening, so you're bringing your chin to chest. So you're almost lengthening the spine up as you do that. So get yourself set nice and tall through the spine. Just breathing easy. And we'll just do 3. So normal breath in, normal breath out. And then breathe in. And it's very slow, it's deliberate. Slowly, 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 slowly. Breathing naturally, just let the breath settle. We'll go again, normal breath in, normal breath out, pinch. Breathe, enjoy that next breath as it flows in. What is happening is as we're pausing the breath, you're getting that buildup of nasal nitric oxide. When you take that next breath in, that helps to get the oxygen into from the blood, from the lungs into the blood. So it really helps to oxygenate the blood, get that oxygen into the body. Let's do one more. Normal breath in, normal breath out. Enjoy that next breath in. Should feel quite nice. And your recovery, i.e. in the breath settling back to normal, should be very quick. Maybe one, maybe two breaths just takes you time just to recover back to normal. Next one, we'll do normal breath in, normal breath out. We'll pinch and then we'll just look to one side and back, and then breathe. And see if we can, when we look to one side, we are literally just turning the neck rather than the whole body. You can turn the whole body, it's not an issue, but just the neck. And again, you're just going to the point, we're not forcing, we're not craning the neck. It's keeping tall, keep tall through the spine. Gently look to one side and then come back. So let's do that. Get yourself into a comfortable position. Tall through the spine. Normal breath in, normal breath out. Pinch. Nice, slow and deliberate, breathing easy. Letting the breath settle. And then we'll go the other way. So normal breath in, normal breath out. Slow movements. And then breathing easy. We'll do one more each side. Keep tall, keep tall, keep tall, keep tall. Normal breath in, normal breath out, pinch. And breathe. And then to the other side, normal breath in, normal breath out. And breathe. Lovely. And then have a little bit of shake. The shoulders. Let's come up to standing. Hopefully you're going to be able to see me okay. Move this very odd chair out of the way that weighs a ton. That's my workout for today, just moving that chair. Okay, you can sort of see me. Let's do knocking. So rotating through the hips and the waist. So you've got your feet shoulder width apart. Just done all that lovely work on the shoulders and the neck. So tall through the spine. Breathing easy, relaxed face. And then slowing down into water waves. And take a moment. I'm going to do a little bit of self-massage. I'm just going to come down. You can stay standing, just because we'll start with the upper body. So we're going to start raindrops on the head, on the scalp. All over. When I go to the barbers to get my head shaved, sometimes in London they used to do it as a wet shave. In Portugal they don't do wet shaves on the head, but they have this like machine and it's like scraping the scalp. It's actually really nice. It's a really good head massage. And then we're going to come, I'm just going to take my glasses off. If you've got your glasses on, the glasses, it's easy to take these off. Take them off. Get your thumbs like that, and you're going to put a little bit of pressure there and the inside of the eyebrow there, or just underneath the ridge where you can feel the skull there. You're just going to put a little bit of pressure up there, as much as you are comfortable with. Pressing up, and then you can do gentle across the eyebrows. So you press up and gently across. And keep repeating that. One side may feel a little bit more tender than the other, may not. If you feel you need to take a slightly fuller breath, absolutely fine. And then we're going to come to the temples. Very lightly circle on the temples. So just very gently circle on the temples. I think the sun is coming out in Glasgow. And then we're going to come gently tapping on the cheekbones. And think this is bringing blood flow, lymphatic drainage to the face. And then we can get into the jaw. And then one of my favorite ones is just the ears, just squeezing the ears. And you can do a gentle pull. The earlobes. Obviously, if you've got any piercings in, do go very careful with this. And then you can get just behind the ear there, where you've got the sort of like, you can feel that bony bit there, just circling into the bony bit there. We're not quite going underneath yet there, just behind the ear on the bony bit. And then you can get deep into, can you see me from the back of the neck? I'm turning around, whether you can see me or not, get deep into the back of the skull there. Much or as little pressure as you are happy with there. And perhaps just moving the head slightly, tucking the chin a little bit as you're doing that. Breathing easy, no strain. Time is it? And then we're going to come down to the chest. Find your collarbone and find that spot, soft spot underneath the collarbone, and just really get your fingers in there. It's easier to do it across the opposite side rather than the same side. That's it. Thanks, Sally. That's fine. You can do it like that. That's absolutely fine. But it's just a little bit easier on the shoulders to go across. And just circling. And remember, in traditional Chinese medicine, this is one of the long points. So if you feel you need to take a fuller breath, long meridian, it's always nice to, maybe if you just need to, just occasionally, not overdoing it, just that little bit of cleansing and clearing. then if you haven't already done so, changing sides. And then sternum, either side of the sternum. You can either do like raindrops as we did this, or you can use your knuckles. So again, we're just going either side. We're not going right on the bone there, just to either side. Think how we've got all of that connective tissue to the ribs there. And again, this tends to lend to a slightly fuller breath. And I let go. Cleansing and clearing. You may want to add a little bit of sound. You may feel that adding a hum gives you that little bit more vibration, which is quite nice. Then taking a rest. It's interesting, it's sometimes you just feel one of those particular movements or massage practices you want to do a little bit more of. I could sit here all morning doing that one for some reason. I'm coming up standing, you're still standing. We'll go down the inside of the arm. Just watch if you've got rings on or watches on. Up the outside of the arm into the shoulder. This is most probably not the best practice to do when you're in a hotel. Be wondering what's going on. Into the shoulder. And then swap sides, so down the inside of the arm. Outside, shoulder. Oh, that feels good in the shoulder there, that side particularly. Inside. One more, we're going down the inside. Turn the arm over, up the outside, into the shoulder. A little bit on the lower back, so we're going either side again of the spine. You can even get right into the glutes, that's nice. So lower back. And then we're going to go down. I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing here, but you're going down the outside, side and outside of the legs, and then you're coming up the inside of the legs and into the hips. Good, knocking right in the fold in the hips there. And same thing, back and side of the legs. Inside of the legs, hips, one more. And then just very gently on the belly, just ram the belly button. And then just resting the hands there on the lower dantian, on the belly, bringing the feet together. And just giving yourself a moment, just closing the eyes. And taking a full breath in through the nose. Nice, calming, full breath in through the nose. Opening the eyes, stepping out. And then just giving yourself a gentle brush down. Excellent. A little bit different for what we normally do on a movement session, but it's nice to have a little bit of time to give ourselves a little bit of self-care. Hope you enjoyed that. Let us know if you did, let us know if you didn't, and I will see you on Monday, where we'll focus a little bit more on the breath. Thanks for joining in as always, and have a good weekend, a good day and a good weekend. Take care.
Thanks then.
Bye. Bye. Bye.